welcome to a MG S5 EV charging. This is the longer range version, so the bigger battery. I've managed to arrive with 3%, and we're gonna hook up to Ionity and see if we can pull the max power. So if you watch my range test, yeah, it did reset. I've passed almost 300 kilometers in winter, driving mostly between 100 and 130 through mixed terrain. I had to charge up to 10% in Zadar just to make it to this faster charger. I arrived with 3%, and if I go home here, range is here 11. So let's plug in the car and see how much is it gonna take to charge on full speed. So I just plugged in the car. You can see it's only one light. There are actually two C-lines charging here, one from Zagreb, one from Split. Interesting. Yeah, let's start here. There we go. So handshake is taking a while. It's not as fast as my Tesla on a Tesla supercharger, which is right about there, right? So we just started charging. The battery should be warm. So 20. Wow, okay, so, okay, we're slowly going up. Now, there are two cars charging, and you can see they're both pink. Pulling 92. Okay, let's get in the car. Okay, we added 1 kilowatt in the battery and 120 now. So let me just stay here a little bit more. I think it's slowly going up, which is fine. It's not like Tesla, it doesn't ramp up in the first 30 seconds to the top speed. It's just gradually going up. Okay, let's get into the car. So it's going still up. Now you can see here this is going green. And let's check out the charge menu. So I had the full blast here because it's a very foggy. Here it's clear, but it was really foggy the whole trip. So yeah, okay, so we're pulling 132 kilowatts. We should be here for hour and a half, I guess. So it says here 125. And yeah, let's check out here. So this is a bigger screen, same. You can see here the charge limit. Let's see if I put this to 50%. Oh, I can do it 40. Let me just see the time. 9 minutes to 40%. That's good. 50. That will take 12 minutes, and 60%. That will take 15 minutes. So that is crazy good, because if you're on a longer road trip, you just charge up to 60 and you continue on driving. So when you reach to next charger, then you just charge again and pull out the max speed. Yeah, we can just see here now, if I pull this charge limit to 80%, it would take half an hour. That's really not that bad. But if we want to stay here to 100%, it's 1.5 maybe total. We've been here now for a few minutes, but 40 minutes to get to 90%, also not too bad. I'm gonna let it charge to 100%. I'm gonna get some food in the background. It's not like I'm advertising Shell. I'm not being sponsored by them, but they really do have a nice food in there. And I feel like this is better than the Seal U I had on test, but it had a larger battery, so it took a little bit of extra time. This battery, 62 kilowatts usable, is much better because it's not too big, but it's enough for this 300 kilometer trip. Now, have in mind, if I was driving on a flat terrain, I would have easily get 400 at least, or 450. especially if it was nice and warm. This is like cold. It's not winter cold. It is winter by calendar, but it was like 3 degrees. It's colder here. When I get to Zadar, it's like 9 degrees. So it's like a big difference, just a few kilometers, because on the sea it's warmer, so it's totally different temperature. We're more like inland here towards the mountain, and maybe like in halfway between the mountain and the sea, so it's just like much more fresh. By now we're pulling 135. I hope this is not our cap, and I'm not sure if Ionity is somehow capped here, thanks to 2 cars charging next to me. I will have this car on test soon. Another thing I heard just while I was talking, a pop underneath the battery. So it's like my Tesla. There's cells expanding, and there's just like a bang sound. So that's that. While I was talking here, yeah, we are at 20%. So I'm gonna go get some food and come back. Well guys, look at this. I'm here for 18 minutes and we're already at 60%. We're pulling 80, so the power has dropped. We got in, or at least it was delivered at 38, so not too bad for 18 minutes. You can see their lights changing now at 60%. Yeah, let's unlock the car, check out the inside. So
MG driving experience.
It's going to tell me now the yeah, I would say temperature or something. Okay, we're here 62%, 190 kilometers of range estimate. So we're pulling 70 here. It's kind of dropping now. So interesting. This is again not an LFP battery, and I think we already reached the peak and it dropped. So yeah, I didn't think we got to the top speed, but we're close. Maybe it was, maybe it peaked a little bit while I was inside, but we got close. It was, again, top is 139, so I think we're close to like 130. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have on test after New Year. Looking forward to that. That is like the, next thing, almost the next thing. We'll have another MG, for those of you who are regular to the channel, plug-in hybrid on test before Christmas, and then a little break, vacation, and after New Year back at car reviews. The one thing that I think I need to emphasize, after you reach 5%, the battery will just reduce your power. There's no throttle, but you can feel like I was driving 80 and I was like trying to floor it, and it didn't go really past 90, besides downhill. So after you hit 5%, it really reduces the power, and yeah, you're a little bit limited there. I want to emphasize something for EV newbies, or people who still don't have an EV and they think, man, this is so long, who's gonna wait here for an hour and a half? So we charged up to 70% in probably like 25 minutes, and this is when you unplug and you leave. If you're going on a road trip, you're just gonna arrive to next charger after 200 kilometers and charge up again in 20 or 15 minutes and continue driving if you have more legs. That way you're driving efficiently, and you're not really waiting a lot on the chargers. But if you're gonna wait here until 100% or 80%, 90, yeah, it's too long. But when you are going on a road trip, you just charge up from like 10 or 20 to 60, 70, and you keep going to the next charger. Okay, so just wanted to check the charger here. So we're here for 24 minutes and we passed 70%. So again, if we're here for 25 minutes, I think that's plenty of range from 3 to 70%. That is really fast enough. Oh, guys, I had a little phone call. Yeah, the time is passing pretty fast. We're still pulling 30 kilowatts at 86%, which is not that bad. But yeah, remaining time is still pretty long. And this isn't that bad, but if, again, you're waiting here to 100%, it's long. Just it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm here because I already got here. It's like 20 kilometers to get here from Zadar, and might as well then charge up to 100%. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I would just leave at like 60, 70, or 80 tops. So I would be efficient in time. Just after 25 minutes, I would leave. But this way, I will charge up. I will spend like 5% maybe back to Zadar, and I can drive around and charge up the car. Also, just like another 15% and go with a full charge back to Zagreb. I got to 90%. I think I got spoiled by the LFP batteries I had on test in some other cars, or actually I mentioned it, doesn't matter, BYD. We're pulling 25 kilowatts. Basically, it's going to take 40 minutes to charge from 90 to 100%, which is like really long for 10%. I really don't get it. Let's see the charger, and we're probably going to leave. I'm not going to wait here for 40 minutes to get 10% into the battery. I can just leave the car on a charger, and or charge on the way back. There's another Ionity. So at this point, I think it's just pointless to wait here further. Okay, so it took almost 45 minutes. We got 58 kilowatts inside. Well, some of it went to heating up the battery pack or through the cable. So almost 60 kilowatts. The battery is 62 usable, but there's always a few kilowatts left over on the heat. So this is delivered kilowatt hours, not what actually got into the battery. Yeah, I'm definitely leaving. So I will unplug. I was hoping this seal would leave so I can have a thumbnail without it. But yeah, we're almost at the 300 kilometer range, getting close to there. But yeah, I actually showed you in the range test the range at 100%. Okay, so I waited for the sea line to leave so I can have my thumbnail. And yeah, you can see here 94%, 300 kilometer range. Should be here for another 30 minutes. If I want to wait to 100%, which I'm not going to wait, I'm at 95 and about to leave. Okay, wrapping it here. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more range tests for EVs and charging rates. See you in the next one. Bye.